welcome to the Ben and Bash podcast, Tag Team Talks.
I'm Ben.
I'm Bash. It's time to lace up your boots and hit the mat with the Ben and Bash podcast, Tag Team Talks.
Episode 3. Today we are going to discuss the possible champions of WWE and NXT. Who can dethrone them? Some of these may be left field, some of these may be, everybody do that. But we both compiled our own lists. We have not seen each other's list until we discuss it today, right now.
Okay, you want to go first?
I'll let you handle this one.
All right. First one that I have down. This is a new title, so there really isn't a champion right now. So we're just saying who could win it. Just the first champion ever. The Women's North American champion. And what I wrote down as the new champion is Fallon Henley.
What about Fallon Henley?
I feel like if there was a mid-card women's championship in NXT, which there is now, she would be the perfect champion for it because I just don't see her being an NXT champion for some reason. And I don't see her being in a tag team either. But so I feel like the mid card title is like right in between. You know?
I picked the same thing. I picked Fallon Henley as well. I think this is her year to break out, quote unquote. This is her chance to finally get her single championship. And she's been NXT tag team women's champion before. So this is her chance to see what she can do with a singles belt. And the NXT Women's North American Championship may just be that one.
Okay. Next title. The NXT Women's Champion. The NXT Women's Championship. The current champion is Roxanne Perez. And what I have for the new winner, this one is really a stretch. I'm just telling you now. I put Lash Legend down.
Lash Legend. I like her, but why do you think she's gonna win the belt?
I didn't have any other. I didn't know who to pick.
All right, that's it. No other reason.
No, really. That's the only reasonable answer that I had.
Got you. You overlooked somebody.
Oh,
she hasn't debuted technically yet, but she showed up at NXT. The one from Japan, Julia. Shoot. I think she's gonna be the next one to dethrone Roxanne Perez.
That's not fair. I forgot her name.
Well, you snooze, you lose, buddy. But if anybody is familiar with New Japan Pro Wrestling or Stardom or any of that, you're familiar with Julia's work, and she is probably one of the best women's wrestlers in the world. So I'm curious to see how she does in WWE with their style of wrestling versus Japan versus Stardom and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, she's my pick to dethrone Roxanne Perez.
Nice pick.
Mm-hmm.
Next championship for the North American Championship. The North American champion right now is
Obafemi.
It's Obafemi.
Yeah, Obafemi.
Okay. And who I have to dethrone him? Man. I really don't know on this one.
You don't have a pick? Just randomly pick somebody?
I really don't know.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and go, and I'm gonna come back to you after I name mine.
Okay.
Mine is a oddball. Okay. People probably forgot about him, but he never lost his belt. He left because of injury. The guy I picked to dethrone Obafemi, if he decides to come back to the WWE, is Wes Lee.
Oh.
Wes Lee. He never lost his belt. He had to give it up because he had back problems. So if he does decide to come back this year, if his back problem isn't too serious, I'm penciling him in to win the belt from Obafemi, a belt he never lost in the first place.
My guess, okay, this is the farthest stretch I've ever taken, like ever. But I will say Baron Corbin.
Baron Corbin. Okay. Yeah, especially with Braun Breaker going to the main roster, Baron Corbin is kind of being left in limbo right there. So yeah, that's good. That's a pretty good pick right there. That's who you going with, Baron Corbin for NXT.
Yep.
All right.
Don't have any other options.
It's a good option though. It's a good choice.
Okay.
All right. What's next?
Okay, next one. The NXT Men's Championship. And the current champion is Ilya Dragunov. And who I had to beat him is not a reach. Not at all, really. It's not even a jump, really. I put down Trick Williams to beat Ilya Dragunov.
I like it.
Come on, you didn't still book his name.
I like it. Any other reasons why you picked Trey Williams?
Well, he already called out Ilya Dragunov, so I don't see any reason not to pick Trick Williams.
All right. I'm gonna 100% agree with you. I also have Trick Williams down for my guy to dethrone Ilya Dragunov. Trick Williams has had a great year actually. I mean, when he first came to NXT, he was Carmelo Hayes' sidekick when he was in the barbershop, just a mouthpiece for him, kind of there to help him win matches. Then he caught some fire, and next thing you know, he's one of the hottest wrestlers in NXT, if not WWE right now. I mean, they were chanting "Whoop that trick" at WrestleMania. I mean, if that's not saying you're over with the crowd, I don't know what is. But yeah, I look forward to seeing what Trick Williams can do by himself this year, a full run by himself after he gets done with Carmelo Hayes on Tuesday at NXT in the steel cage match. But when he gets that done, we're going to see what happens after that.
Okay. Next championship, the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. And the current champions are Damage Control's Kairi Sane and Asuka. And who I had to beat them is not really a stretch. It's Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair.
Any reason why?
I mean, they already teamed together. They're a perfect tag team. And after they're done with the titles, they lose it to someone else. They can feud with each other at maybe SummerSlam.
Yeah. Again, we have came to the same choice. I also picked Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair. I mean, you talk about two of the strongest, fastest, all the ESTs the way Bianca Belair uses in her names. You can also put them directly to Jade Cargill as well. If anybody's familiar with her work in AEW, then you know that she's a new wrestler. She's still kind of green, but she has a lot of potential. And curious to see kind of how she does with a veteran like Bianca beside her, kind of showing her the way and the ropes and showing her how to perform in front of a huge crowd like that. You know. But yeah, I also look forward to the time when they're going to wrestle each other eventually. Whether it's at SummerSlam or next year at WrestleMania. I'm ready to see that match. They had to stare down at Royal Rumble, which the crowd was all hyped for. And so, yeah, tag team together for a little while, and then we'll see where the one-on-one goes after that. But, Sebastian, you also missed one from NXT.
I did?
Yeah, you almost missed one. We missed the NXT Tag Team Championships, which was won on WrestleMania week after WrestleMania at NXT with Axiom and Nathan Fraser beat Baron Corbin and Braun Breaker.
Oh, yeah.
So who do you got?
ALP.
Is that ALP beating them?
Yeah.
That's it?
They already tagged them.
Okay. I'm gonna go a different route. I'm gonna go with them boys OTM out the mud. Bronco and Lucian with Scripps and Miss Jada Parker. I think they're gonna be the next ones up. That's kind of a stretch because they have been on a little losing streak, but I think this is gonna be their time to get everything together, kind of get rid of the distractions and see what they can actually do, especially with not a veteran, but a guy who's been in wrestling for a little while. Scripps, also known as Reggie, for the ones who know. Um, but yeah, I'm curious to see what happens with the NXT Tag Team Championships. All right.
Okay, next title, the WWE Women's World Heavyweight Championship, which is now being held by Rhea Ripley, who I picked to beat Rhea Ripley for the World Heavyweight Championship is none other than Liv Morgan. She already attacked her backstage. That's setting up a feud maybe at either Backlash or SummerSlam. And I feel like Liv Morgan is the perfect option because she needs to get her payback for Rhea Ripley, and that's why I picked Liv Morgan.
Yeah. I almost picked Liv Morgan as well, but as I was getting ready to write Liv Morgan's name down, another name popped in my mind, which is completely left field. Just, I mean, I don't know where this name came from, but the person I have beaten Rhea Ripley is Natalia. I'm gonna go with her. Another look on your face saying it, but I'm gonna go with her because she's a veteran. She hasn't held a singles championship in years. I mean, she has multiple Guinness World Records for most matches. I mean, she's been with the company longer than I don't know anybody on the women's side who's been with the company longer. Maybe outside Tamina, maybe as well. Natalia, I think she deserves a chance to show some of the younger generation how great of a wrestler that she is. Because a lot of them haven't really seen her wrestle. They see her in matches, but they're usually squash matches or matches against younger talent that's usually winning, like NXT or whatever the case may be with that. So I think this may be a big year for Natalia to finally get a crack at it, if not win the belt.
Okay, next title, the WWE Women's Championship. The new, not the new, the champion right now is Bayley, and the winner and the new champion I picked is Jade Cargill.
So you're gonna have Jay Cargill go for the women's championship and the tag team championship?
Oh, no, the tag team first, and then the singles title.
So you don't see Bayley losing anytime soon, but just if she does lose, it'd be against Jay Cargill in the future.
Yes, because
Gotcha.
like you said with Bianca Belair, they're all the things that Bianca Belair says she is. So I don't see a reason for her to not win the title. And she's a new star, and she got a Royal Rumble appearance, and she was already a star before she even touched the ring.
Okay.
So
Interesting.
I think that deserves a title right there.
Got you. Also, I don't see Bayley losing the belt anytime soon. I think she's gonna have a nice long reign this time around. But with that being said, since she's gonna have a long title reign, I don't see anybody right now beating her. But I think a woman who can beat her, or at least get a chance to beat her when she does come back from injury, she's out with knee injuries right now, will be Charlotte Flair. Um, she always, she's always in the title picture when she is healthy. Right now, she's out with I guess some kind of knee injury. She met her in the match against Asuka, but when she comes back, I think her and Bayley are gonna have a nice good feud, and we'll see if Charlotte can be the one to dethrone Bayley.
Okay. Next title or titles, WWE Men's SmackDown Championships, which is being held by Austin Theory and Grayson Waller, who are called A-Town Down Under. And who I picked to beat them is a little bit of a stretch, but not really when you look at their resume. I picked the Street Profits. And they're veterans. They've already won, I think they won the Raw Tag Team Championships.
They did.
And they lost to the Usos, but they're still a good tag team. Now they're with Bobby Lashley. They haven't been doing much with that, but I feel like they're going to pull away. Well, not pull away. They're still going to be in the group, but they're going to go into like 2-on-2s instead of 3-on-3s. And so that's why I picked the Street Profits to win the SmackDown championships.
Interesting. Yeah, I like the Street Profits. That's a pretty nice pick for me. I like them, but I don't think they're gonna win it right now. The team I have, which is a stretch, but not really because they're a pretty good tag team. Legado del Fantasma, Angel and Umberto. I think they are great, not great wrestlers. They're good wrestlers. They work well together while they're in a tag team. I think after the whole LFO or LWO rather LWO and Legado finally gets that finished about who attacked Dragon Lee. Was it Carlito? Was Santos lying about saying that he didn't attack him? We'll find that out here in the later weeks. But I think Umberto and Angel are in for a big time run with the tag team championships. They haven't won one that I know of. I can't remember them winning one WWE, but I think this is their chance to finally break out and kind of win the tag team championships.
Solid pick, solid pick. Okay, next titles. The WWE Men's Raw Tag Team Championships, which are being held by my favorite tag team right now, Awesome Truth. And this one is kind of a stretch, but not really. Well, yeah, it's definitely a stretch. Well, I for to the dethrone Awesome Truth, I picked the New Day, and they've won the titles before. They had a super long reign, only second to the Usos, and I feel like they can win it again. They are a good tag team. They've kind of been on a losing streak, so that could get them back up to winning tag team championships.
Solid. Anything else wrong about the New Day?
No.
Okay. Nice picks. Nice picks. I didn't think about the New Day. That's actually a nice pick. They second longest reigning tag team champs in history. That's a pretty nice pick. But I went with a younger group of tag team up and comers. Creed brothers. You know, he won the NXT championship, tag team championships before. Um, I believe that those two guys are in are gonna win tag team championships eventually, and I think they're gonna be the ones to finally dethrone Austin Truth whenever they do drop the tag team championships. It may not be this month, maybe later on this year, could be next year. Not sure how long the Miz and R-Truth gonna work together, but the team I have beating them when they do lose is the Creed brothers.
Okay, next title, the United States Championship, which is now being held by Logan Paul. And who I picked to beat Logan Paul is really a stretch. I picked Bobby Lashley.
Bobby Lashley. Huh?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Who did you pick?
What did you pick Bobby Lashley for?
Oh. Well, he's been on kind of a winning streak. Not really. He's only won one match, but it was at WrestleMania. It was a good match. Just like the Street Profits, he's a good wrestler. He has the potential. He's already won it. He's already won it before, but that was a while back when he was still in the Hurt Business. But so oh yeah, and another reason they could do like they did in the Hurt Business, like have Bobby win a singles title and have the tag team win a tag team title. That's what I'm thinking they're doing.
Interesting. I didn't think about that. Interesting.
Okay, that's why I picked Bobby Lashley.
Nice. Interesting. I like Bobby Lashley. I like him. I just don't see him right now going for a belt right now. I think they're trying to figure out where they stand in WWE. Him and Street Profits. That's why I didn't pick them on any of my lists. But the guy I got to beat Logan Paul for United States Championship is none other than the megastar, L.A. Knight. Yeah, that's who I decided to pick. I think L.A. Knight is going to win his first championship this year, and I believe it's going to be for the United States Championship. He's already had matches for against Roman Reigns before, and came up short, but looked good in the process. Logan Paul and LA Knight already have a slight history already. So we'll see how LA Knight and Logan Paul match if they were, because if they are to wrestle each other, we'll see how that goes. You know, I know LA Knight has a championship match, not a championship match, a number one contenders match against AJ Styles this week, but we'll see how that goes, and if he does lose that match or doesn't win against Cody, we'll see where Logan Paul stacks up at.
Okay, next title. Wait, oh yeah, next title, that Intercontinental Championship, which is now being held by Sami Zayn, and who I have winning this is.
You want me to go first and you think about it? Because
Yeah.
That's a hard one. All right, the person I got. It's not a stretch at all. If you've been watching wrestling the last few weeks, this guy has got a lot of momentum behind him. Fans seem to like him so far. They always like an underdog story, a small guy, Rey Mysterio, guys like that. And I'm going with another small guy, also known as Chad Gable, from the Alpha Academy. I think Chad Gable, a lot of people wanted him to be the one to wrestle Gunther at WrestleMania and possibly beat him then, because they did have a banger of a match when they did wrestle each other. I know a lot of people kind of didn't like the Sammy winning that match against Chad Gable, but I think now since Chad Gable asked Sammy for a title match, I think he's going to have a good feud, may turn heel because he's getting frustrated with not being able to win or being overlooked. But I think Chad Gable's going to be the one to dethrone Sami Zayn.
I really don't know about this one. I mean, my only option is to agree with you here because I'm completely lost on who to pick. So I guess I'll say Chad Gable too.
Chad Gable too? Nobody.
Yeah.
That's all. Nobody else that you think of?
No, not on the spot right now. Wait, me.
Okay.
Wait, no, AJ Styles.
AJ Styles?
Yes.
All right. Why AJ Styles? Or a
Cool.
phenomenal AJ Styles. Why AJ Styles?
Because I don't think he's gonna win against LA Knight,
Okay.
and I think LA Knight's gonna move on to Cody at Backlash, and then AJ's gonna still be a heel because he's gonna be mad that he can't win a title, so he's gonna go after Sami Zayn and like probably attack him every week maybe. Then they'll set up a storyline at SummerSlam or whenever, and AJ Styles I think will come out on top.
Gotcha. Nice. Okay. I can see that. We'll see how that goes. All right. What's the next one?
Okay. The WWE Men's World Heavyweight Championship, which is now being held by former senior Money in the Bank, Damian Priest. And who I have winning the title is Drew McIntyre at Clash in the Castle. Because they already have a feud, because Drew McIntyre interfered in all of Damian Priest's Money in the Bank cash-ins. Then Damian Priest cashed in on Drew McIntyre, so this would be payback for Drew McIntyre.
Nice. Any other reasons why?
No, not really.
I almost went with Drew McIntyre as well, but Drew McIntyre is going to have his hands full by a guy from Chicago, the voice of the voiceless, making his return back to WWE after 9 years at CM Punk. I mean, if it wasn't for CM Punk being at ringside during Drew McIntyre's match, Drew McIntyre would have never been there in the first place to get cashed in. He would already had walked back to the back already. CM Punk being out there completely distracted Drew McIntyre, got him out of his character, over there gloating in front of him, showing the belt to him, and then as soon as he turned his back, CM Punk attacked him, which ended up costing him to lose the belt.
Okay.
So for me, sorry, what was that?
No, you can keep going.
So for me, the person I picked to dethrone Damian Priest when Damian Priest does lose the belt would be none other than main event Jey Uso.
I would like to change my answer on one.
What was that?
The Intercontinental title.
Okay, we'll go back to that in a second. Let me finish up Jey Uso real quick.
Okay.
So Jey Uso, I got Jey Uso winning because I think that because now with the whole bloodline having their own issues with Tommy Tonga coming back and Solo, is he the tribal chief? Is he not the tribal chief? I mean, what's going on with him? Jimmy Uso getting demolished, attacked, left laying in the ring. Paul Heyman not knowing to side with Roman Reigns. Does he go with Solo because Solo's there right there and Roman Reigns is wherever Roman Reigns is? I mean, is Roman Reigns going to come back? Is he going to stay home? I mean, I think the bloodline has way too many things to worry about right now and instead of worrying about Jey Uso. So I think this is going to be the first time since Jey Uso left the bloodline that he's actually going to have no interference from the bloodline. But we'll see how that goes in the following weeks and months. Now, you said something about the Intercontinental Championship?
Yes.
All right.
Chad Gable is a very good pick, but there's someone you're overlooking.
Okay. Who's that?
The Celtic Warrior, Sheamus.
That's right. He is coming back this weekend. No, this Friday at SmackDown. That's right.
No, I think it's Raw.
Is it Raw?
Yeah, I think it is.
You're right. It is Raw. That's right. Yeah, come back to Raw. So you think he's gonna be the one to dethrone Sammy?
I think Sammy's gonna put like an open challenge or something. I don't know. No, he has a match against Chad Gable next week. I think he's just gonna throw out an open challenge or something, and Sheamus is gonna answer it.
You think he's gonna beat him though?
Yes.
All right. Pretty interesting. I like that one. We'll see. We'll see how that goes though. All right.
Okay. Last but not least, the WWE Men's Undisputed Championship, which is being held by the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. And who I have beaten Cody Rhodes for the title is the ring general, Gunther.
Gunther? Why is Gunther?
Because, he's dropped the Intercontinental title, so he moves right to the main event. Because that's how good of a wrestler he is. And he can go to Bash in Berlin and fight Cody Rhodes. And if it's his hometown, he's definitely winning. I mean, I don't remember the last time I see someone lose in their hometown.
There's a lot. It's been a lot recently in WWE. A lot of people in WWE have lost in their hometown.
I mean, well, besides the Damian Priest one with Bad Bunny doesn't count. That was Bad Bunny's hometown too. That one doesn't count.
Okay.
All right. What was your pick?
I also went with Gunther, but I went there for different reasons. I think that Gunther I don't think he's going to beat Cody Rhodes anytime. I don't see Cody Rhodes losing that belt anytime soon. He's going to have a good long reign, but especially since he beat Roman Reigns. But I think Gunther is going to be the guy who finally defeats Cody Rhodes when he does drop the championship. Maybe a year from now, maybe next WrestleMania. We'll see how that goes. Maybe Royal Rumble, Survivor Series. I'm not sure. Could be SummerSlam, or like you said, Bash in Berlin.
One question on Cody Rhodes. So, do you think he's gonna have a Roman Reigns title reign, where he just sit the back, or he's gonna do open challenges?
No, I don't think he's gonna do open challenges, but I think he's going to defend his belt at the major pay-per-views, SummerSlam, Bash in Berlin, Clash of the Castle, Survivor Series, those matches. It may not be, he's not going to defend his belt every week like Seth Rollins was doing, but I think he's going to defend him at every premium live event.
And another question on Cody Rhodes. Do you think he's going to measure up to be the 5th longest reigning champion?
No, I don't think he's going to have the belt for over 1,000 days like Roman Reigns did. I don't think he's going to have the belt that long. I'm going to give him a good solid year, maybe a year and a half. Maybe either this time next year or SummerSlam next year, he may lose the belt. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking about.
I think it's going to be this year. I think it's going to be Bash in Berlin.
Maybe. We'll see how that goes. We'll see exactly how that goes. But, forgot one thing. The WWE draft is coming up.
Oh, yeah.
And so a lot of these picks could change. I mean, you get people drafted from Raw going to SmackDown, people from SmackDown going to Raw. You also have people from NXT getting called to the main roster. So a lot of people that we have picked right now may not even be on the same on the same show. They just thought about that. Just coming on, just never thinking about it. So I'm not even sure some of these picks are going to even measure up. But if after the draft, a lot of our picks are different, we'll reevaluate this and we'll do this list again. And add in some AEW as well, maybe some TNA. And I know Bash is not familiar with New Japan, but we'll probably start watching some New Japan wrestling too. And just kind of give y'all a pro wrestling review of just multiple different wrestling companies. More than just WWE. We're going to try to get y'all a lot more involved in other wrestling as well. I mean, because there's a bunch of wrestling out there. You may start doing some independent wrestling, but we'll see how everything goes here as we keep doing this. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else?
No. No. Wait, no. One more thing on Gunther. I feel like Gunther, if we're right and Gunther does win the title, I feel like he's gonna have a pretty long title reign. Not like up there with Roman Reigns and Bob Backlund, but I feel like he's gonna be
And Bruno Sammartino, longest ever.
And I feel like he's gonna be at least like somewhere around like 11 or 20.
Gotcha.
Somewhere between there.
Gotcha. Makes sense. But yeah, like I said, I think Gunther's gonna win it eventually. Maybe not anytime soon, but I think he's gonna be the next one I can think of right now. In WWE, unless somebody surprises us and gains some momentum, somebody gets called up. But I think that Gunther being the Intercontinental Champion for over 600 days, I think he's already proven that he can hold a belt. I mean, he's a heel, especially with Imperium behind him. But I think he may be the one to dethrone Cody eventually when Cody does eventually lose the belt when he does. It may not be anytime in the next year or so, but when he does, I think Gunther's going to be the guy who does it. All right, we'll sign off. I'm Ben.
I'm Bash.
And this has been another episode of
Tag Team Talk.